Hey everyone, I'm Jonathan Hodges, Director of Human Resources here at Sigma Tech. September 28th is National Ghost Hunting Day. So you may be asking, why is the HR guy in here talking about ghost hunting? I do HR by day, but my passion and my hobby is I'm a paranormal investigator. I started about 15 years ago. I've been from one side of this U.S. to the other, investigated some of the most high-profile places that you can imagine. Probably you've seen a lot of them on TV and on movies. I was also fortunate about 5 years ago to have a television show called Deep South Paranormal. It was on the Sci-Fi Network, so I was really fortunate to be able to do something that a lot of people only dream of. So I was really blessed to have that opportunity, and I'm really proud of it too. But the one thing I figured out through the years is dealing with living people, especially working in HR, it's so much more scarier and more terrifying than working with dead people. So let's just get that out there real quick. A lot of people always ask me, how did you get into this hobby? So everybody knows, living in the South, it's always kind of a taboo subject, especially during the years. Especially through the years, it's been that way, and it's gotten a lot better, recently. But basically, I don't know, you grow up and saying, hey, you didn't hear that, or you grow up saying, I'll go back to bed, you're gonna scare your brother. Well, when you get older, I was like, I gotta figure out this thing. I gotta dive into this a little bit. So I armed myself with a Hi8 old video camera that holds the tapes, and took a voice recorder and a K2 meter, which I'll go over a little bit later, and actually just went out to Estes Park, Colorado, where the Stanley Hotel is. It's where Stephen King wrote The Shining. Stayed out there about 2 days, and that's about all it took. After that, I was hooked, and I've been doing it ever since. So it's funny because a lot of people, I've done a lot of research, and a lot of people, I've found out that 1 in 3 people actually have had a paranormal experience, and that's my research and my findings on it. So think about that. Person on each side of your office, or maybe the person on each side of your cubicle, they've probably had a paranormal experience. And what I've always found is what's funny is it's always that one person that you think don't believe in ghosts that, they're like, well, I had that one time. It's always that one time, and those are the people. So test that theory, ask around. I guarantee you, probably 1 in 3 people you talk to is going to have that one time where something paranormal happens. So, equipment. I brought some equipment here today. Just want to show you real quick. These are some of the items that I use. I mentioned a K2 meter. What a K2 meter is, it measures electromagnetic fields. So a lot of theories out there believe that ghosts give off electromagnetic fields. So what this does, this will pick up. If one comes by, the lights will light up and tells you the intensity of it. Of course, the higher the intensity, the stronger the magnetic field that it's picking up. And this thing isn't just used for ghost hunting. It's used for several different things. Then also, here's a voice recorder. That's pretty simple. You can buy those anywhere at any retail store. This thing right here, now, I kind of went up from the K2 meter there, and I kind of took it to the next level. So this is what they call a mel meter. It has everything from the temperature, because a lot of people believe that before a ghost will manifest itself, it'll suck all the energy out of the air and makes it colder, makes the air colder. So you see that on movies and stuff too. But anyways, this will tell me if the temperature actually goes down or actually even goes up, and it's been very effective for me. And then also has a K2 meter basically built in. It has the electromagnetic charge that'll give those meters off too. This here, this is what they call a REM pod. And basically what it does, you can kind of communicate, and if something comes, you have to touch this rod so you can communicate. And I'll tell you what, if you're sitting in an old abandoned hospital by yourself and you have this thing sitting out in the middle of the room and it starts going off, it can be pretty scary. A lot of people ask me, do you still get scared? You've been doing this 15 years? Yes, you get scared. Walk down the hallway and let a door slam by yourself. You're going to be scared. That's human nature. So, and then the last thing here is pretty cool. This thing's called a ghost box. It's an SB7, and it's kind of like, a lot of people kind of know this technique from Poltergeist, Little Girl on the TV, the old scrambled TV and stuff. This is actually what they call, it's a ghost box, and so it does radio waves, and or goes through the radio station real fast, and you can get voices that'll come out of it. And it's actually been pretty effective as well. So just a couple of tools of the trade there. One other thing real quick is types of spirits. A lot of people's like, what do you pick up? What do you see? It's pretty cool because I've picked up a little bit of everything, honestly. I think I've run the gamut on the evidence that you can get. And I've seen black shadows. I've seen shadows that look wispy and look white. I've seen actually full body apparitions that look like me and you. They look flesh and blood, and I didn't even know they were actually a spirit till you turn around and they disappeared, or you see them walk through a wall or a door, and that will blow your mind. There's 2 different types of voice phenomena that you can get. One is called an EVP. It's called electronic voice phenomena, is what it stands for. And that's when you pick it up on your voice recorder, but you don't hear it with your ears because you're hearing in a certain spectrum of sound, and it's outside that sound that the voice recorder picks up. Or if you actually hear it with your ears, it's called a disembodied voice. So that's the freaky ones when you're there with your buddy and it's just two guys and you're hanging out in a room and a woman screams at you to get out. Yeah, that's a disembodied voice. So so to wrap this up, I mean, I've been featured in books, have my evidence featured in books. I've been on front of covers of magazines before, sold at Barnes & Noble. I've had my TV show. I've investigated hundreds of cases. I've helped families here in Huntsville, actually, with that thought they had hauntings. And let me just tell you something real quick. Ghosts are real. I believe it. I think I can prove it. But if nothing else, I love the hobby. I love what it opens me up to so many different theories, and I get to meet so many different people, and I just love it. It's just my passion that I have. So on that note, just want to wish everybody happy Ghost Hunting Day 2019.